Starting. Hang on a
Welcome to
second. Wait. I want to make sure that I don't miss a moment of you. Great. Let's go ahead.
welcome to day 54 of the 100-day spiritual experience challenge. Now, I'm here today with my guest speaker who I've been mentioning for most of this week, and her name is Caroline Carrington. And I finally said it without putting an L in it. Now, this is going live on both of our Facebooks, possibly. So for those who don't know me from Caroline's Facebook, my name is John Maroney. And on the day before Rosh Hashanah, somebody who I admire greatly sent me a social media video of a person who made a wealth and was able to impact the world, and he contributes all of it to posting something daily. All right, I went to bed that night and I had a dream, and it was like I believe that in this dream I was touched by God, and he put this thought into my head, and the thought was that I was going to do a 100-day spiritual experience challenge, and that I would do it on a spiritual topic, something about spirituality every single day for 100 days. That's how I was going to build my consistency, because I was not a social media posting. It was like pictures of my kids twice a year. That was my social media. But I was so inspired. So since I've been doing this, I've been finding all sorts of ways of connecting with spirituality. And 2 weeks ago, it was a Friday, and I'm driving home from LaGuardia Airport Friday night in rush hour traffic. That is not the time that, like, I'm typically really spiritual. Driving in rush hour traffic, stuck in Queens, trying to get to the Bronx, right? But I put in my calendar a meeting on spirituality, and so I'm attending this meeting in the Bronx, between the Bronx and maybe I'm what is it, the Triborough Bridge, and they named it some, I don't know, it's Bobby Kennedy Bridge. I don't know. I'm in the Triborough Bridge, and Carolyn comes on, and she starts chanting. She's chanting, speaking this different language, and what is it, Hindunese, or what was the language you were coaching me before? Sanskrit,
Sanskrit.
right? Sanskrit. All right, like the font. She's chanting. And listen, I'm a Rolling Stones fan. That's my favorite band. I love Clutch. That's the band like nobody heard of that I just absolutely loved, right? And they don't sound anything like Carolyn.
Oh.
And I experienced what, like, a white light spiritual experience. I only had it twice before that I remember, right? And that was the times in my life, 2 times when I went to see John Paul II. He was visiting the United States once I was a teenager, and I won a lottery within my church, and I was listening to John Paul II at Madison Square Garden, and it was just an energy and a buzz, and it was like the every hair on your head was standing up, right?
Hmm.
And then when John Paul II came back in the early '90s, I got to see him at um, Central Park on the Great Lawn. Same experience, right? And now Friday night, snowing, stuck in traffic, somewhere in the Bronx, and Caroline is chanting, and I'm having a spiritual experience, and it was mind-boggling. And so I messaged her as I'm doing this challenge, right? And I was she agreed to come on my 100-day spiritual experience challenge. So I don't even thought they were going to get a 2-minute video today. Bonus time, right? This is, you don't want to turn off. This is going to be amazing. Caroline is going to chant for us, and this chanting practice, she's going to explain a little afterwards, or before, during, and afterwards. She's in charge about the spirituality because of this, because I know nothing about this. Only thing I know is Caroline's amazing, and
Oh.
so, uh, oh, and like, this is a little bonus feature. So before we went live with this, um, I shared with Caroline. We she said something, and then I shared with Caroline how I vision succeeding in life, and it's a poem by Ralph Waldo Emerson, and she said you should read that poem. So I'm going to read this poem. It's going to cost me a day because this could have been another day of
It could
spirituality.
have.
Everybody's getting bonus tremendous content today. Plus, I wouldn't be able to read this to your audience. So this is how I live my life. This is success for me. It's to laugh often and much. I love laughing. Uh, the respect um, to let me to laugh often and much. To win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of small children. To earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends. To appreciate beauty. To find the best in others. To leave the world a little bit better, whether a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived here. This is to have succeeded. So hopefully just like one person, one of Caroline's friends, one of my friends will live life a little easier because of our existence, then we're successful. Isn't that a beautiful definition of success? All right. The highly successful Caroline will now take over, and she's going to do her thing and get ready to be blown away.
Oh, wow.
Get your antennas up, because we go through life, hypnotized, but don't be hypnotized for this.
Oh, you are so lovely, John. Thank you very much for this time. And I hope I'm doing the tech right. I've sort of been, for those of you who noticed, I might have been a bit distracted. I'm like really good at teaching dynamic forms of meditation, and I'm not as good with the new Facebook tech. So, John, I hope I've done this right. If not, we'll just have to do it again. Anyway, yeah. But I'm so enjoying being here with you this morning and getting to start our morning off together with some meditation. And as you said, you've been doing this 100-day spiritual challenge, and I've been following along. I've decided we'd call this an amuse-bouche of meditation this morning. So we just get a taste tester of some of what meditation can be. And some of my students will know that I often pick mantras that are like one line, which sounds easy, but sometimes even one line for those that are new to chanting can be a little much. So I've distilled it right down into just one word today. And let's just talk for a few moments about what meditation can be. Meditation can be focusing on a candle and just putting your attention on the flame and just concentrating on the flame, for example. Another well-known meditation is to sit and try and quieten the mind and follow the breath, noticing as you inhale the tickle of the air on your nose, on the tip of your nose, and as you exhale, feeling the sensation there again. We're going to choose a more dynamic form of meditation today using mantra. And the word mantra means tool for the mind. And I don't know about you, but I need tools to support me in my journey, because just sitting and desperately trying to empty my mind often doesn't work. So there is a hip-hop artist called MC Yogi. He's a yoga teacher and teaches yoga. We're actually going to be practicing yoga today, not twisting ourselves up into a pretzel, but we're going to be using the yoga, the union of the practice of mantra and connecting to the mantra. As MC Yogi says, put your mind on the mantra and the mantra on your mind. So the mantra is going to be very simple. We're going to chant the word Ram. Can you say that, John?
Yes, I muted myself, but Ram.
Ram, 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 Ram. So I've picked this mantra because for many of you it won't in the beginning necessarily mean anything. You can connect to the energy of love. You can connect to your higher power if that works for you. But we're going to chant this mantra. I have my prayer beads. We're not going to do 108, even though that would be fun. But I promised John we wouldn't go too long this morning. And we're just going to keep our attention focused on that one word, on that one mantra, Ram. And yeah, so I am lovingly, John, going to mute you just so that we don't have back and forth, back and forth. I know Zoom can create a problem like that sometime. But for anybody joining us, I really am going to invite you to close your eyes, perhaps like John is doing, and actually make the sound along with us. Because in the beginning, when we're focusing on mantra meditation, it can be a little challenging to keep all our attention even just on the one word. So as you notice, your mind may wander. It's called chanchal. They talk about the monkey mind in India, but one of my friends often says it's more like squirrels at a rave. So when your mind, or if your mind wanders, you just want to bring it back to that one word of Ram. Okay, so we're going to dive in. And to do this practice, you do have to breathe. So I invite you to breathe, inhaling and exhaling with a sigh. Inhaling to sustain the breath and exhaling with a pleasurable sound. Inhale, hold the breath. Ram, 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 Hare Ram, 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 Hare Ram, 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 Hare Ram, 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 Ram. Join me. Ram, 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 Ram. Hare 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 Ram, 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 Ram. Allowing yourself to sit in the silence. Taking a rich breath in and a gentle including my words, to gently fall away. And giving yourself permission to rest in that sacred silence. Interestingly enough, we did do 108 repetitions of the mantra Ram. In my tradition, 108 is a sacred number. One might even say perfect. And I picked this mantra because it's japa, or the repetition of this mantra was given to us by my guru named Karoli Baba. You can learn more about him on my website, which is linked in the video below, or in the link below. But he said all things are possible by chanting the name of Ram. And how perfect that, at least in Pacific time, it is now 10:08, so like 108. You may be watching this in a different time zone, but all are welcome. When you're ready, and there's no rush, but you can gently open your eyes, welcoming yourself back to this exquisite moment, noticing what it's like to sip in the visual delights around you. And then, John, if you're willing to share whatever is true for you, we just did a little experiment with this japa mantra, with this tool of the mind. And I'm curious what your experience of chanting with me and with all of us has been like today.
Ah, Carolyn, that was great. Thank you so much. It works even if you're not on the Frog's Neck Bridge on a Friday night heading towards the Bronx, that you can just be anywhere in a chair and just allowing my unconscious mind, my inner self, just to experience it. And I got the little tingly feeling again, so that was nice.
Oh.
It was a shock 2 weeks ago. I was not expecting that. And you delivered. Thank you so much, Caroline.
Oh.
Now, I've been doing this 100-day spiritual experience, not for building my brand or anything like that, but you specialize in this stuff. So you, by all means, can tag this with your contact information and let the people I know be able to have access to you. You're a beautiful individual.
Oh.
You've succeeded. You've redeemed some small. You've helped me breathe a little easier now twice. So you can check off success for you. And I really appreciate you being here.
I'm loving that. First of all, you invited me to come and share this practice, that I got to start my morning off with you. It's like you getting me steering my ship in the right direction first thing.
Right. For my people that are on this, Caroline's on the West Coast. She's coming to us from California.
That's right. It's lunchtime your side already, I think.
111.
111. 111.
111. That's got to be spiritual.
Yeah, I'm
It's
not
like
so
the
into the
Trinity: one
numerology, but
God, one Jesus, one Holy Spirit. Oh,
right?
come full circle here.
My guru says sub ek, which means it's all one or everything is one. So, yes. Well, I hope our tech worked out. I'm a little nervous it didn't. And I hope you weren't just a disembodied voice. We'll go and check in a moment. Otherwise, we'll have to do a redo. But I really appreciate the time and you're inviting me on to share these moments with you. And
I really appreciate you having it there. I totally believe in the law of reciprocation. So if there's anything I can do for you, please don't feel,
oh,
please let me know. Because it's giving that we receive. That was day one, St. Prayer, St. Francis. That's how I kicked off my spiritual experience challenge.
with the prayer of St. Francis.
The prayer of St. Francis, yeah. I
So
thought
is
that
this
was,
the make me a channel of your peace? Is that?
yes. Lord, make
Ah,
me a channel of you. Oh, wow, there's a lot of bonus on bonus. Lord, make me a channel of I have it. I memorized it a little differently. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is
ah,
hatred, let me sow love. Where there is doubt, faith, despair, hope, darkness, light, sadness, destroy. Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be loved as to love, to be forgiven as to forgive. For it is in dying, for it is giving we receive, it is in pardoning we are pardoned, it is in dying we are born to eternal life. Amen, sister.
can I don't know if I'm going to remember, but can I sing the version I know from when I was learning guitar years ago?
Yeah, go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead. I
We'll
was going to
see.
pick up
This
my
is
daughter.
totally impromptu, so I hope. Don't have a guitar.
No, I got somebody else picking up my daughter, so I'll have to do a whole pono about that
Oh,
later.
but is that okay, or do I need to let you go? I
No,
want
no,
to.
it's already been done. So
Okay.
go ahead. So
Make
sorry,
me.
Anne Marie,
That's
for
okay.
squeezing this. She won't watch. But go ahead.
Make me a channel of your peace. Where there's despair in life, let me bring hope. Where there is sadness, ever joy. And where there's doubt, true faith in you. Oh, I'm forgetting the rest. It's been so long. Something about I never seek so much to be consoled as to console. To be understood is to understand. To be loved as to love with all my soul. Make me a channel of your peace. Where there is darkness, let there be your light. There is sadness, ever joy. And then I forget the rest, how it ends. Anyway, I haven't sung hymns per se in a long time, but yeah, taking us back to serenity, which is, yeah, where the month is meant to take us anyway.
Where there's forgetfulness, let there be grace.
Awesome. Yes. Let there be grace. Well, John, thank you so much for this exquisite connection this morning. This morning, my time,
Yes,
lunchtime, your
thank you.
time.
Thank you so much. And for day 56, it's not going to be this good, but it'll be something. Something
Oh,
will be going wrong.
it'll be amazing, just like you.
Yes, namaste. Thank you so much, Caroline.
Namaste. Let's end. Oh. Huh.